I request Honorable Minister Krishna Bairegowda to please come to the stage and address the occasion.
ಬೃಂದಾವನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಈ ಪದವಿ ಪ್ರದಾನ ಮಾಡೋ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರೋ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾದಂಥ ಸಚಿವರಾದಂಥ ಖಾದರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥ ಉದ್ಯಮಿಗಳಾದ BR ಶೆಟ್ಟಿರವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಭಾ ಅವರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ವರ್ಗದವರೇ, ಪದವಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು. Congratulations to all the graduating students. It's a pleasure to be here in Brindavan College. It's a beautiful campus, and Mr. Sabha has invested his lifetime of energy and resources in building this wonderful institution. It's out of his lifetime dedication that this institution has come up to be one of the very prominent institutions in Bangalore. And the campus is also beautiful. And today, land being of such immense value in and around Bangalore, to have such a large educational institution on such prime land shows the commitment Mr. Sabha has towards education and towards building this institution up. And over the last couple of decades, brick by brick, student by student, faculty by faculty, this institution has come up to be what it is today. I frequent around this area, and I've used this fabulous facility in the past for some of the programs I conduct, like job fairs, which some of you may be aware. And he has always been open to share whatever he has built with the society around him. That shows the magnanimity of his heart. That is more important. So my congratulations to Mr. Sabha for building such a wonderful institution. ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. Now you're all the graduating class, soon to have degrees in your hands. Some of you may continue education, and some of you may get into look for more opportunities to either become entrepreneurs or look for jobs. Now today is a very competitive world. I don't need to remind you, you know that much better than I do. But let me also tell you that where there is competition, where there is challenge, and in every challenge there is an opportunity. Every challenge is something that is waiting to be surmounted. Every problem is waiting to be solved. So the more number of challenges that you, our society is going to face, that means that many more opportunities are in front of you. And if that is an opportunity, the only thing that can hold you back from seizing that opportunity, from using that opportunity to make something out of your life, to build something for yourself, the only thing that can come in the way of you and your seizing of that opportunity will be your own limitations you impose on yourself. Nothing else can come in the way. So, in other words, this is another way of saying that if you dedicate yourself to pursuit of something and you go after it with all your commitment, with all your energy, with all your drive, there is nothing that can stop you from reaching your goal. And one such example is Mr. Sabha himself. He has come from difficult circumstances. Very few of us sitting here would even have a vague idea of the circumstances and the challenges that he has come out of and built such a phenomenal institution. He is just one example. There are many around you, in between you, who have achieved what might appear to be unachievable, but through sheer dedication, they have reached those goals. Today, the opportunities are not just to become job seekers and get jobs. It's the era of startups. And startups are not limited to IT sector alone. There are any number of opportunities which can be seized, and a startup can come up in that space that will help the society, make a living for you, and also probably instead of you becoming a job seeker and an employee, you can perhaps give employment to 10, 50, 100 people. And you would have created that many lives and families around you. So it's the era of, when you look at it, don't just look at the competition. Don't just look at the challenges. Look at your environment as an abundant source of opportunities. And if you start pursuing those opportunities, your life will change, and the lives of people around you will also change. I have just two more words to add. One is, don't pursue material goals, whatever it may be. It could be salaries, it could be a certain position in a job, it could be material possessions like assets. They definitely don't bring you joy. If you pursue goal posts in the form of some achievement in life, that you're going to achieve something in life, all these material possessions will definitely come along the way. They will come. Believe me, I have some experience and I can speak. All those problems will automatically get taken care of. Go for aspirations that give you satisfaction. Go for excellence. Try to be the best at whatever you can, whatever you're doing. And if you are the best at whatever you're doing, all these things will automatically follow, because if you are the best, the society, your organization, your country, everybody is going to want you. And if they want you, they will pay you to get all these things. So don't let not the path be your goal. Let the path be a means to reach your goal. With that, I have my final when I passed out of my 10th grade in a rural school in Karnataka, one of my teachers, we have this habit, I don't know if it's there today, of getting an autograph. We used to call it those days autograph. Getting a word of advice from our teachers. So one of my teachers wrote in my book of autographs. I don't have that written text today, but what he wrote, this was in 87 and we are in 2016 and nearly 30 years have gone by. But what he wrote, though I don't have the text as I said earlier, is very clearly etched in my mind. And he said, I will say it in Kannada and then come to English because I studied in Kannada medium and my teacher used to teach me in Kannada medium. So he said, ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನೀನು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಸ ಹೊಡೆಯೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ನೀನು ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾದಂಥ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅದಾಗಿರೋ ಥರ ನೀನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನನಗೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೋಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ as I was passing out of my 10th grade. He said, you can be a sweeper, a cleaner in a railway station. I definitely wouldn't mind as your teacher. But what would make me very proud of you is that you must ensure your dedication should be such that the railway station you are cleaning is the cleanest railway station in the world. That is what would bring me pride, joy, and it would also, that is also what will bring you satisfaction in your life. So whatever we do, it's not important what we are doing. What is important, what is going to remain after us is how well we do what we are doing. So my urging to you, whatever you are doing, try to be the best at whatever you are doing, and that will bring you happiness in your life. Wish you all the best for all your future aspirations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an inspiring speech and connecting with our students with such love and humbleness.